The story of killing bin Laden tonight on this special edition of 60 Minutes Presents.
Good evening. This is 60 Minutes. I'm Steve Croft. 6 years ago on May 2nd, around 1 a.m. Pakistani time, the United States successfully carried out a military operation that eliminated notorious al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. Was this event the end of the war on terror? Absolutely not. The United States, along with many nations in the world, are still fighting dangerous terrorist threats, some relatively new to the limelight, like ISIS, others still preserved by a growing desire for vengeance, like Al-Qaeda. That operation, titled Operation Neptune Spear, greatly increased the United States' sense of nationalism that has carried on since the 9/11 attacks, and was rejuvenated by the elimination of this terrorist leader. This was the major significance of this operation as the country continues to fight the war on terror today. Tonight we'll be meeting with the major players of Operation Neptune Spear, members of the Obama administration, including the former president himself, along with members of the CIA and SEAL Team 6, the group of Navy SEALs who successfully carried out the operation, will be meeting with us. Not only will we discuss the significance of Operation Neptune Spear, but we will be given first-hand accounts of the events in order to relive the military operation that arguably sparked the biggest increase in United States nationalism in the decade.
Thank you for having me, Steve. Osama bin Laden was the leader of Al-Qaeda, a terrorist group of Islamic extremists that carried out many attacks in the 90s, and most notably the 9/11 attacks. In Al-Qaeda and many terrorist groups, there are people called couriers. These people are the messengers and sometimes advisors to the leaders of such groups. Bin Laden had been using couriers for years and largely went off the grid by not using cell phones after the U.S. conducted missile strikes on his Afghanistan bases in 1998. In 2010, a U.S. intelligence official in the U.S. Embassy in Pakistan was approached by a former Pakistani intelligence officer. The officer said he knew of bin Laden's location, and after he was vetted, we began to work with him for $25 million. According to the officer, bin Laden was under house arrest in Pakistan since 2006. This is how we closed in on Osama's location, but there was other information that was found before 2010 that was used to find his location as well. In 2004, a prisoner at Guantanamo Bay told us of a man named Al-Kuwaiti and said that he hasn't been seen in some time, leading us to believe he was traveling with bin Laden. No additional information was found on Al-Kuwaiti until a tapped phone conversation in 2010 revealed he was in Abbottabad, Pakistan. The CIA then rented a house in the town under the story that they were conducting research on a polio vaccine for the region. In August 2010, CIA operatives followed Al-Kuwaiti to a 3-story compound that we believed was constructed to hide someone of significance, which we speculated was bin Laden. However, no pictures or recordings of bin Laden were gathered before the raid. We briefed Vice Admiral William H. McRaven, who was the commander of the Joint Special Operations Command. Commander McRaven, good to see you.
You too, Director Panetta. What do you have for me today?
The CIA has intelligence that Osama bin Laden is residing in a 3-story compound in a town called Abbottabad, Pakistan, just north of Islamabad. My operatives followed a chief courier, Al-Kuwaiti, back to the building, and since 2004, we have gathered significant information to suggest that he has been traveling with bin Laden. We are requesting that you design an operation to eliminate Osama bin Laden in the compound.
Okay, Leon. The first thing I'm going to suggest is a commando raid, but that could put us in a difficult situation with the response from Pakistan. I'm going to assign a captain from the Navy SEALs and a team of other SEALs to work with your CIA team in Langley, and I'll have mission plans to the President by March.
So planning began in January 2011.
That's right. And on March 14th, we held the first meeting with the President in the Situation Room.
Let's meet the team that was in the Situation Room.
Mr. President, the National Security Council is waiting for you in the Situation Room. It's the bin Laden mission.
All right, let's go.
Oh, sheesh.
Gentlemen, take your seats. Alright, what do we have?
Mr. President, we still are not absolutely sure that bin Laden is in that compound. I do not think that a commando mission is worth the risk.
Thank you, Robert. William, let's explore the possibility of the stealth bomber mission before we make a decision.
All right, Mr. President.
I am now welcoming William McRaven, the commander for the Joint Special Operations Command for Operation Neptune Spear.
Thanks for having me tonight, Steve.
Of course. Now, can you tell us about the weeks following that meeting?
Sure. After the President requested additional exploration of the bombing mission, me and my team had to go back to the drawing board. We couldn't find evidence of any underground bunkers in the compound, but we weren't sure if there was one or not. If there was, the blast radius created by the weapons that it would take to destroy it would destroy a nearby house, which wouldn't be approved by the President. I then handpicked members of the Red Squadron, a SEAL team heading back from Afghanistan, to be the infiltration team. Coupled with the addition of helicopters, the President was more open to this plan. Okay, Leon, do you have any threes?
Go fish.
Mr. President.
Take your seats. What's the plan, gentlemen?
Mr. President, SEAL Team 6 is a group of Navy SEALs I have assembled from the Red Squadron in Afghanistan. They will be redirected from there to Abbottabad, and 5 Black Hawk helicopters with 1 military working dog will be involved. The dog will be used to alert the SEALs of incoming Pakistani forces and escaped inhabitants of the compound. SEAL Team 6 will infiltrate the compound on foot, apprehend all residents that are unarmed and pose no threat, and then eliminate bin Laden.
Is this a kill mission, or are we attempting to apprehend bin Laden?
Mr. President, if the SEALs have the opportunity to arrest bin Laden and he poses no threat, they're completely capable to do so.
Mr. President, the authority of this mission is to kill bin Laden. Under the rules of engagement, if he in fact throws up his hands, surrenders, and doesn't appear to represent any kind of threat, then they are to capture him. But they have full authority to kill him.
Operation Neptune Spears ago.
McRaven, the operation's a go.
I'm here now in the CIA weapons arsenal with Robert O'Neill, the Navy SEAL who shot Osama bin Laden, and a CIA weapons expert. Now, can you show me what weapons were used?
Yeah, so this mission featured a wide variety of weapons. Not that. Or that. Or that. No, this is my one. Don't know how this guy... Alright, here we go. This is the HK-416, primary weapon used on the assault mission. For supporting fire, we have this, the Mark 48. Sidearms used during the mission include the SIG P226 and the HK-45C. And of course, conducted at night, you always gotta have night vision goggles.
Fascinating.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want.
Alright guys, I'm ready for the... Wait, we're not going to the beach?
SEAL Team 6, time to go.
Let's go. SEAL to command. Black Hawk malfunctioned and went down. No casualties. Compound has been breached. My team is in. Insurgent has been apprehended. Moving forward.
SEAL to command. That's Al Kuwaiti. Courier is down. No collateral.
Moving forward. Mark. Geronimo, EKIA, Forgotten Country. Geronimo, Geronimo, Geronimo!
We got him.
What incredible heroism displayed by all members involved. Joining me now is Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Mrs. Clinton, could you tell us what was going through your mind during the raid and when the president said, "We got him"?
Contrary to what you might see on some news reports and movies, we had no means to see what was going on inside the building itself. All we could do was wait to see what the ground team told us. I looked at the president. He was calm. I've never been prouder to serve by his side than I was that day.
Incredible. Now, former President Obama, could you tell us about the significance of this event and its aftermath?
Well, Steve, I'm sure you remember, I addressed the country and one thing in particular stands out on the significance. His death does not mark the end of our effort. There is no doubt that Al-Qaeda will continue to pursue attacks against us. We must, and we will, remain vigilant. It is well known that the elimination of Osama bin Laden did not end the war on terror. Today, we have ISIS and Al-Qaeda still seeking revenge. While on a global scale this may have been a relatively small victory, at home, in the United States, this was monumental. Nationalism increased. We saw new heights in ability to stop and prevent terrorist attacks, and we've been working nonstop to protect the country. In short, Operation Neptune Spear was significant because of its ability to install national unity as we look to preserve a more perfect union and promote the spread of democracy.
Wow. Thank you both for joining me tonight, and thank you for watching 60 Minutes.